Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy. We are continuing with our discussion of the criminal case, State of Idaho versus Brian C. Kohberger. And in our last series of episodes in this special series, we learned that Mr. Kohberger was in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania when he was arrested, and that on the 3rd of January 2023, he was ordered returned to Idaho. That transfer happened the following day, January 4th, 2023, when the officers from Pennsylvania State Police escorted Mr. Kohberger across the country in their private plane. They landed the evening of the 4th at the Moscow Pullman Airport, and that after the plane landed, they departed the plane, and Mr. Kohberger was turned over to the authorities in Latah County at that time. He was then transported via vehicle to the Latah County Jail. He was booked, and he has remained there ever since. If we look at the documents from the 5th of January on the docket, we know that there was a hearing that was held on the 5th of January 2023. It was Mr. Kohberger's first appearance before the court, and that hearing was held at 9:30 a.m. It was before Judge Megan E. Marshall, the magistrate judge, and her name should be familiar to you because we learned in past episodes that she actually signed the probable cause order and the warrant directing that Mr. Kohberger be arrested for the alleged crimes. At the proceeding on the 5th of January, we can learn from the court minutes what happened. It tells you who appeared there, that Mr. Thompson was there on behalf of the state, that Ms. Taylor was there on behalf of Mr. Kohberger. She appeared as his defense attorney and was assigned to continue representing him at that time. She continues to be his lead defense attorney to this date. Also that date, Mr. Kohberger was read his various rights, and he was provided with a multiple-page paper that reminded him of what his rights were, and he was required to sign his initial alongside each and every right that was provided to him in writing that day, such as his right to remain silent, his right to an attorney, that if he couldn't afford one, that a public defender would be assigned one in his name, that he was presumed innocent until such time that he either pled guilty or was adjudicated guilty, as we have said multiple times during this series. He signed that document after certifying that he understood what was stated therein. The judge also read the crimes that he has been accused of in open court. She read to him that he was accused of the felony of burglary, and that he was accused of 4 counts of first-degree murder, and she read the names of all 4 of the victims: first-degree murder of Madison Mogren, the first-degree murder of Kaylee Goncalves, the first-degree murder of Xana Kernodle, and the first-degree murder of Ethan Chapin. And again, as we've discussed before, we're not sure why the victims' names are listed in that manner, if it's by birth date or if it is some other reason, such as that is the order that the authorities believe the crimes happened. We don't know at this time. The documents from that day tell us that Mr. Kohberger was ordered to return to court on the 12th of January 2023, and that was an important hearing, as we will learn in our next episode. Once court ended, he then was returned to his cell at the Latah County Jail, which is actually in the same building as the Latah County Courthouse is located. That will conclude our evaluation for today's episode. I have, as always, included a link to the court records. If you want to, you can go on the internet, pull them down. And I do encourage you, if you have an interest in this case, to please do read for yourself and join us again next time. Until then, this is Kathy. Thank you for joining us today.